Hi everyone, welcome back to Talking GPA. I'm your host Amy, and for today's episode, we have a very special guest. We have Francisco. We're so happy that you could join us. We're gonna go right into it. Also, why do you have sunglasses inside?
Now I'm
for audio
I'm mysterious.
listeners?
I'm
No.
mysterious and nonchalant.
No, take off your sunglasses.
I'm nonchalant.
We're going straight into
Oh,
this.
we're going straight into it. Did
Yeah.
I know what I was doing when I got out of high school?
Yeah.
Nah. I know that I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I didn't want to throw myself into something. Like, I didn't want to throw myself into a big commitment. I was like, I don't know what I want, but I do know that I don't want bills yet.
Yeah.
So let me kind of figure out what's going on before I throw myself into anything.
Mhm. Do you feel like high school prepared you to
Maybe I didn't really go to high school. I mean, yes, I graduated high school, but as you know, I didn't really attend high school per se. So stay in school, guys. I think high school offers good opportunities. You just gotta take advantage of them.
Did you feel like high school was lame?
In retrospect, no, but in the moment, yeah. I think I was over school. You mean you do school for 12 years? You do anything for 12 years, you're gonna get tired of it, you know?
Yeah. So what did you do after high school? Like, what was your plan?
Kind of just went along. I stuck to my part-time job, and I did a whole lot of nothing, a whole lot of just wasting time. But also, I don't know, you could say wasting time, like, yeah, I could have started my career sooner. However, I feel like you need to experience all the bad stuff to be like, yeah, I'm ready to move on, or I want something more for myself, you know? I left right around the time where I was like, yeah, there's nothing here for me. There's nothing else for me here. So now I know that this is also something that I don't want, you know?
Yeah.
Because, guys, reality is part-time does not cut it. It does not cut it. I mean, it might be cool. I guess you could cruise by, but it's not it, guys. Moved around a lot. Tried a lot of different jobs. Some were cool, though. I worked at Starbucks for a little bit. That was fun. Good drinks, good people. Terrible work environment, though.
Do you want to do college at all?
Not really, because, even though I'm in a position right now where I can get paid to do college, even now I'm still do I even want to? But I do want to get promoted, so it's something that I will need to look at eventually for my career field. However, I feel as though I didn't have anything I wanted when it came to school. Like, okay, cool, I'll go do school, and then that's it. You know what I mean? I'd be doing school for the sake of doing school, and as someone who doesn't like school, not that I'm not good, I just can't be bothered. Like, I feel like the effort, time and reward wise, I'd much rather be doing anything else.
Yeah. What did you end up deciding on doing instead of school?
Let's see. Well, I joined the Army.
And what made you how did you get that? Because that's a big decision. So how did you decide from being a normal person, choosing not to do college, and then understanding oh, I'm going to go into the Army?
I had already been working multiple part-time jobs, but I stayed with one company specifically for the longest time, Cracker Barrel. It was cool, though. It had good stuff. I worked the night shifts, and it was just by myself, so that was a lot of fun. I really wasn't saving any money. All the money that I was making, I was spending it right away on, bills. And I don't have a lot of bills, so it was like, man, how is this happening, you know? And then next thing you know, I'm like, man, it's been 4 years already, and I'm kind of still in the same spot. Yeah, I got a raise or whatever, different positions and whatnot, and that was nice, little achievements. And 4 years went by, and I'm like, yeah, I'm still kind of in the same spot, more or less, give or take. It wasn't enough. I spoke to a recruiter, and I took a test. He's like, yeah, just take this test.
Was it the ASVAB?
It was the ASVAB test, and I was not any good at it.
What is the ASVAB?
Man, you gotta do math, which I suck at, and then reading and writing, general science, as well as some electrician stuff, some mechanical work, and there's some shapes and figures, and so I took a capacity test. You take a personality test and all this good stuff. It was a little exhausting to test for that long. The PICAT, I think you're able to do the math stuff first, so I got that out of the way. So I got this ASVAB for Dummies book.
So if you're thinking about taking the ASVAB.
ASVAB for Dummies, guys. It's a good book.
Do you feel like it was very similar, taking the ASVAB after reading that book, or no? Or was it completely different?
I feel like it was cheating. The ASVAB for Dummies book is like the exact not the exact same questions, but like let's say you're doing fraction multiplication and fraction division and shit like that. All the material in the test is on the book, so you just gotta study the book and then you'll be prepared for the test.
The mic.
Oh, the mic. Shit,
okay.
My bad, guys.
It's okay. It's a phone. How was the environment in taking the test? Was it like?
I was nervous, but then I walk into the recruiter's office and it's like a little cubby. They're like, "Hey man, here's the test. Here, it's like a computer thing." And then give me some paperwork, like some scratch paper.
Yeah.
They're like, "All right, take your time." I was like, "Okay, cool." When you go do the confirmation test, let's say the ASVAB is like per se 100 questions. This one's like 20 questions, but they're all pulled directly from the test. So if you cheat and you get like a job that's super complicated,
you're not gonna know what to do.
When you get, they'll give you the job, right? But then when you get to your AIT, you're gonna be like, "This is out of my pay grade."
Yeah.
And they're just gonna roll you, and you want to choose a MOS, not let the Army choose one for you.
Right. And what's an MOS?
It's a job. It's like everybody in the Army is like a soldier first, and after that, then it's their job, which would be their MOS. For example, me, I'm a heavy equipment operator. So basically, I push dirt, guys.
Just my job is. I'm Ken. Dirt. I push dirt.
I push dirt. I beach really good. I push dirt real good.
Dirt real good.
The hardest test you will ever take in your early military career. Shout out Sergeant.
Why? Is that the person that was there?
He said that stuff, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
He'd be like, "This is the hardest test you will ever take in your early military career." Once you finish the test, you pass through MEPS.
Yeah. And what is MEPS? Is that just
It's like a physical examination.
Oh, okay.
So they'll take your blood, they'll take your urine, your height, your weight. I was overweight in the BMI. So I had to suck in my tummy, and I was like...
Does that do anything?
A little bit. And then you go to the doctor, you'll sit down, and they're like, "Are you suicidal? Do you drink? How often do you drink?" They'll ask you the same question over and over again.
Oh.
Do you smoke? Have you ever smoked? Do you like smoking?
Okay, so they make you think about other things.
Yeah.
And then
when was the last time you smoked?
I see.
And then they'll be like, "Oh, this, and that." And so then they won't mention anything, but they'll flag you like, "Hey, he's lying about his test."
Yeah.
Well, to get to boot camp, you have to go through reception first.
What's reception?
At like 3 a.m, I think it was. Everybody was tired. I hadn't eaten that whole day because I barely passed height and weight, and they're like, "You're gonna get taped again, and they'll send you back to fat camp."
Oh.
Like if you don't. And I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna eat then."
Yeah.
Which is a lie. Once you pass MEPS, they're not gonna tape you again until the end of AIT, I think.
But they make you feel like.
But they make you feel, yeah.
Yeah. And so then they yell at you to get on a bus.
And they're like, "Get on." No, you stand. You stand in formation for like 30 minutes. Like, "This person, so and so, here." You get to a bus. You sleep for like 2 hours. They pull up. The bus stops. A drill sergeant steps into the bus. Gives like this little speech. "From now on, blah blah blah. You're no longer civilians. This and that." And then it's only 8 weeks of training, 2 weeks of reception, which sucks. Reception was the worst because you get there, and it's like humid, stingy air. And it's stale, and you get there, and like all of a sudden everybody's yelling at you for no reason. And they're like, "Go sit down right there." Da, 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 da. And in my mind, I'm like, you guys don't have to yell. Just like, "Hey, make sure y'all file in. Go sit down right over there." And then like, all right, everybody get up, get a tray of food, and it was like this lunch tray, but it wasn't hot food. It was all like prepackaged food. It was like you made it there like at 4 a.m. You eat that. You watch a little video like "Welcome to the Army" or whatever, and then you stand up. They go. You file in. They give you like this green bag, this green duffel bag. And then they're like, "Hold this duffel bag." And then they're like, 2 t-shirts. They don't even ask you your size. They look at you and then they give you a size.
Oh. Yeah. And then you're just going to hope that they're giving you the right size.
Yeah, you're hoping they give you the right size. And then you're double checking your shit. But like later on, once you get to like your first bay, everybody like, "Hey, what size you get? You want to trade for this or whatever?"
Got it.
Yeah. They expect the personal items. Like, and then they tell you, right now this is an amnesty period. You're gonna step into the amnesty room, whether you have anything to turn in or not. You're gonna count to 10. You're gonna exit the room, but don't say anything.
Oh.
So like, if you have vapes, weapons, drugs, knives, whatever, it was considered contraband, they let you just dump it in the trash in that one room, and you won't get in trouble
I see.
for having it with you because you didn't know it was contraband at that
Yeah.
point. And then the first thing they said is, do not dump your phones in there. The phones are not considered contraband at this point. The guy that went in the airport with me, he dumped his phone in there. He didn't get it back till like the end of boot camp. He didn't make no phone calls like on the weekends or anything because he didn't have a phone. And I'm not letting him borrow my phone. Hell no.
Yeah.
I got people to talk to.
Everyone was very was everyone stingy on like what their phone calls were?
You got there at 4. You processed by 5:30. You made it to your barracks by 6, and then they're like, "This is the latest you'll ever wake up again in the army. Wake up at 7." And you just got there at 6.
Yeah.
Nobody could sleep. Everybody's so shocked. They had like an intercom, and it was just like, "Boop, boop, boop." Trainees, at this time, the uniform is winter PTs with your long sleeves and your winter pants. You have 5 minutes to report to the bay. Time now. Bing!
Okay. And then you just had to run and then get everything done?
Yeah. Breakfast was kind of fire. But it sucked because you were like in the line, like in school. But we had like to do heel to toes. My toes were up against someone's heels.
Oh, so everyone was really like squished
really squished up against it. The drill sergeant said heel to toes. We said dick to butt. Because that's what it was.
Yeah. So you had just like a routine that you needed to do. Yeah. But you weren't doing anything that was part of the basic training. You were just sitting there all day. Yeah. And so what happened once you finished reception?
The drill sergeants there at reception really issued it. You have to speak loud with a commanding voice and present yourself with dignity to your drill sergeant. This is your first impression. If you don't make them respect you, they're not going to respect you, or something like along those lines.
Yeah.
Right?
So what happens at the start of basic training?
They yell at you. They're like, all right, call your mom, go home, let them know you're here, yada yada yada, and like, so pretend you're calling home.
Da, 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 da. Calling home. Important words. Calling.
Hang up. And another drill sergeant.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and the worst part about it is you cannot laugh, because if you laugh, they'll just like make you start doing push-ups.
How often did you want to laugh?
All the time.
Because that's crazy.
All the time.
What's the hardest thing that you had to do during basic?
The hardest thing for me was shooting qual. I didn't get to group in 0. Mm-hmm. So basically that means like whenever I was shooting, they had to tweak my iron sights to make sure I kept shooting in the same area. Mm-hmm. But they didn't do that.
Why not?
Because there were so many of us. Instead of it being like this instead of this being the expectation, they made like this the expectation.
Got it.
So they gave you so much leeway with the first part of qual but the first part is more important than the second part, because if you don't close your group in 0 to like as small as you can, then when you try to hit a target like at 200 meters, there's so much that can go wrong.
Yeah.
You know, let's say the target was here, like right here.
Yeah.
I ended up shooting the target like down here because my aim was my sight were so elevated that I had to adjust it to lower it way down below.
Yeah.
And I learned that later at qual. I had a drill sergeant help me to qual, and he's like, it looks like your sights aren't grouped and zeroed properly, so just kind of break it down, see what works best for you. And so yeah, even though the target is here, I had to shoot super low, but like you get used to bad sights, but nobody wants to shoot with bad sights, you know?
Yeah.
So that was definitely the hardest part, and it was raining too. It was raining, and we had done a ruck just before that.
What's the funnest thing that you had to do?
Probably the confidence courses. Those were the most fun.
When did you do that? Like the last?
Nah, that was like at the beginning.
Oh. So you're like confident in like what you're gonna do?
You're confident in everything else. Yeah, they work you up towards everything else.
I see.
So the hardest stuff is towards the end, and then the more fun stuff is at the beginning. It was fun for me, but like a lot of people quit at the beginning, because the confidence courses, it's like make or break. Like if you can go through this, everything else is gonna be easy, you know. Yeah. You have to do like the rappel tower 1 week, super fun. I was nervous, but at that point I already trusted everything, because before the rappel tower, you do the confidence course, and that's like a super tall ladder that you have to climb on your own, and then you rappel with your belly button downward, so you're rappelling at an angle, and then you do like this like knockout
course, like obstacle course.
Yeah, you did like obstacle courses and shit.
Yeah.
But they were like super high in the air. You could like really injure yourself. You could break something.
Yeah.
Did
anyone break something, or like were they close to?
A lot of people twisted their ankles and their wrists and stuff because they had like the rope ladders or whatever.
Yeah.
And those were kind of bad, so people twisted a lot in those. I was fine. I got a big bruise on my leg though because when I was rappelling downwards, I put a lot of pressure on my left leg instead of distributing it properly. So that sucked. I was bruised for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The field exercises were fun, just battle tactics. That was a lot of fun because you're like a magazine, and it's just like you're playing Call of Duty IRL. You're just running through the forest, bang, 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 bang. You know, so that kind of stuff was cool.
And so once we were getting to the last part of basic, how were you feeling?
The second to last week is super hard because that's when we do like our field exercise. You're doing everything super intense, but at that point you're just goofing off. You don't even care, and they're mad at you for goofing off, and they smoke you. But you're so used to doing push-ups and punishment for dumb shit that you're just doing it. Like one time, I remember this one guy had to go to the bathroom. He stopped the running because he had to go to the bathroom, right? And then he went, Josar, I have to go pee so bad. He's like, all right, how bad do you have to go pee? He's like, first of all, you don't even have a battle buddy, so I don't know why you're talking to me. We have to talk to the sergeants and pairs of two. We have to go everywhere with another buddy. He's like, all right, if you can run from here, there, and back, we'll see. So he runs, he comes back, and I'm running, but I'm not running as fast as him because I don't gotta go to the bathroom. I'm just following along. And then I'm running, and then I look at some flowers, pick up a flower.
Pick up a flower?
I'll pick up a flower as I'm running. Like, oh, this is a cool flower. It's like purple and white. It was cool flower.
Is this an important aspect to the story?
Yeah.
Okay.
We get there. He's like, what took you so long? And then just I ran as fast as I could. He's like, yeah, but your battle buddy. Like, oh, I just saw this flower and
you're his battle. You were his battle
buddy. Yeah, I was running with him.
Yeah, you're so mean.
And I saw this flower and I thought it was a good flower and I wanted to send it home. He's like, oh yeah. And I looked at the other guy. Go help him pick flowers. So he sends us off and now we're picking flowers. And the guy's like, bro, I gotta piss so bad. Fuck you. I was like, bro, I'm sorry, man. I didn't care. Our graduation was fun. But the field, like the ceremony for the parents and stuff, it was all right. It was kind of lackluster, but like, cause we graduate in the field. We graduate out in the field. We're covered in mud and like days of grime and sweat, and you haven't slept. And then you go to a bonfire, and then you gotta do like formal marches and stuff. So you're in formation. You're like locked in. It's like. And it's just like all the cadre, they're like the first sergeant, the captain's there, the first and the second lieutenant. So like all the higher ups are there, you know, and it's all the people that you've like struggled with, that you've talked shit with. All your higher ups have motivated you and helped you out, and it's real personal. Yeah, it feels like one big family celebration, you know. But then the graduation ceremony for the parents and stuff, that seems real superficial, I'd say. Same thing with the AIT, because remember I told you before you guys picked me up, I already graduated on my we did like
did your own thing.
Yeah, we did it like everybody in the company already did their own like ceremony. Like, the drill sergeants are going around. Like we open rank march, which is cool. Which is cool because usually it's like open rank march, half right phase. That's when they're gonna punish us or whatever. But this time, and we're just open rank march, and then we're just standing there, and then each drill sergeant goes by. They're inspecting your uniform, and keep in mind, you do not touch a drill sergeant. That's one of the drill sergeants. If you touch a drill sergeant, they can put their hands on you, right? Right. But
it's like a scare actor. Like if you touch a scare actor, the scare actor's gonna touch you.
You're gonna get beat up by Freddy Krueger and Freddy Fazbear at the same time. No, but for graduation, it's like they go up to you. And they look at you in the eyes, and they'll say something personal, because you've been with these people for a couple months, right? So they're like, oh yeah, you're so and so, yeah. Bet you still hate running, huh?
Aww,
and then they
sweet.
shake your hand, they're like, Congratulations.
Oh, that's really
and
sweet.
it gets emotional, man, because you see your favorite drill sergeant,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, I didn't think you were gonna make it, but
here you are.
Here you are. Congratulations.
Aww.
And then they'll shake your hand. Your warrior dinner is so cool because up to that point you've been doing like heel to toe, dick to butt with everybody there, and then you have to like be at parade rest when you're standing still, and now like you walk into the restaurant into the defect, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, usually they're like, parade rest, why the fuck are you looking around, this and that, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, don't go to parade rest, I better not fucking see you in parade. So they don't want you to go in parade rest.
Yeah,
they want like, stop looking forward, stop fucking looking forward, talk to your battle buddy, stop looking forward, talk to your fucking battle buddy. And then it's like, oh, and then it starts getting louder, and then they're still yelling at us, and then all of a sudden you feel you're just talking to your battle buddy, boom, fuck, and you're like, what the fuck was that? Someone just tossed something to you.
Yeah.
And it's peanut butter M&Ms.
Oh.
And then you're like, what the fuck? And then boom, somebody throws an ice cream cake. And then boom, somebody throws a Rice Krispie treat. And you're like, what's going on?
It's a bunch of desserts.
The drill sergeants are throwing desserts at you guys because we were not allowed to have desserts. And then out of nowhere, you see like your favorite drill sergeant with a whole bucket of ice cream. He's like, who wants a scoop of ice cream? So he's walking around just throwing ice creams at everybody. And then I see the drill sergeant that I personally like, not beef with, but like horsed around with the most, I guess you could say. She was super short, so she'd always look up to you, and she'd be like, why the fuck are you looking down, trainee, huh? You're looking down on me, trainee? But she was fucking jumping to look at you. And so when you spoke to her, you're supposed to like look straight. You're not allowed to like look down at her or she'd like get you in trouble. She made us go swimming upstairs one time. And
swimming upstairs?
Yeah, and we don't have a pool, so.
So how do you swim upstairs?
So we told the line, and then we all do like a right face. So now we're all looking at someone's back like in a rectangle. And then she does like a water inspection. Okay. Oh, you get in the middle. She found someone's empty camelback. So she goes up to him. She's like, trainees, Private so and so doesn't think it's important to stay fucking hydrated. Too fucking easy. Everybody go fill up your camelbacks right now. So we're like, what the fuck? Like, oh, she just wants us to fill up our water. No big deal, right?
Yeah.
So we fill up our water, and then we told the line. She was like, right face. So now we're looking at each other's back. She's like, trainees, undo the lid of your battle buddy's camelback. Time now. So we're like, what the hell? So we're undoing the camelback, and as soon as you're undoing it, they're filled up. They start filling up. The water starts dripping. Right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, send her face. So now everybody's like right next to each other. And then she's like, trainees, interlock arms.
Oh.
So then we're interlocking arms. And then she's like, the sit up. So now we're on the floor with our camelbacks open. And we're like, the sit up. And then we go down. And we just lean back. You start hitting the camelbacks.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Whoa.
And the water's
just splishing and splashing everywhere. And then she's like, trainees, get up, get the fuck up. The push-up. My bad. The push-up. So now we're doing push-ups. I'm doing push-ups, and all I see is this guy right in front of me. The water flushes all over his face. And he's so mad, bro. He's just like, fucking hates it here. I just want to sum it up by saying, I think those two people really show the opposite sides of basic training. One person hated it, and he took it as a punishment. And the other person was just having a good old time, laughing it off. Like, hey, man, he's just trying to keep it a positive environment, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the worst part is definitely fire guard. That shit sucks. You gotta wake up for like an hour in the middle of the night. Someone wakes you up with like a flash. Hey, you have fire guard. You just sit there an hour. And one time they made us do fire guard for like a week with. So it's usually only 2 people, you and your bunkmate, but we were misbehaving, so they made it 6-man fire guard. So 6 people had to be up at 1 hour.
Oh.
And then it's usually like in your sleeping clothes. Nah, full OCP uniform, your plate carrier, your helmet, your gas mask, your boots. You had full gear on. AAT is so much worse, and it's so much better. You get so much more freedom.
Yeah.
And with more freedom, there's more opportunity to fuck up, you know? Now on the weekends you get to like go out to the mall. You get to like for basic training you were just stuck to your bay, right?
It was like a camp.
Yeah, but for AIT it's like you're living in a dorm room because it's only instead of it being 30 people in a room, it's just you and 2 other people.
Yeah.
And then you have your phone now, which is good. So like you get home from course, which is like your school work, your school time or whatever, and you're just chilling on your phone or whatever. You're only supposed to use your phone for an hour, but people obviously did it still. Basic training, some days you wake up at this time, some days you wake. It always depends. Basic training, there's always changes. But in AIT, it's always the same thing. Always the same thing. Always it's a big routine, which is nice. I enjoyed the routine a lot more. So you wake up, you do PT, you eat breakfast, you want to eat breakfast as soon as possible, that we can run back to your room and shower before everyone else gets there, because then it takes forever to shower.
Yeah.
And then you get ready for your day. So you've done all that by like 6 in the morning, and then you just stand outside your room, wait for the room inspection, and then you go off to course, and then you do whatever annex you're at that day.
Right. And then each week, do you do like a specialization in what you know what to do?
It depends on
like what you want to do.
It depends on your MOS. For example, me, heavy equipment operator. Every week we would focus on a new piece of equipment. Which was cool. It was a bit overwhelming, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I feel as though it's doable, especially because we got a compressed schedule.
Right.
So people usually get like 5 days to train on this. We were getting like 4 to 3 days to train on this stuff.
Do you feel like you learned a lot of things?
Yeah, I feel like I learned a lot. I feel like my mindset changed a little bit more. I feel more capable, definitely. Like, there's a lot of things that I think I couldn't have done before that I can do now.
Yeah.
Because of everything I've accomplished, everything else seems so much more insignificant.
Right.
Or not insignificant, but like easier.
Yeah.
Like, I've pushed my limits a lot more, so now I know how to base myself better, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Do you think you would have done the military earlier in high school? Or like after high school?
Like,
or do you think like you had like in that moment that you chose to do it was like the best moment for you to do it?
I think it was a good moment. If I would have joined when I was in high school,
or after high school,
or after, like right after, sure, it could have been beneficial. I could have been a little bit further ahead in my career, but I'm only here now because of the experiences that I had, you know. And maybe if I would have joined it younger, when I was up to no good, I'd be like, man, I could be home right now. I don't know if I would have had the same mindset back then that I do now before I entered. Like, now, it wasn't like my last resort, but I kind of knew I was sick and tired of doing nothing. And if I would have joined too young, then I would have been like, man, screw this. I might have given up earlier, is what I'm saying. You know? But now I'm like, no, there's no reason to give up because you're physically able to do it, and you're not missing out.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. I know I'm not missing out on anything, so might as well see what you're missing out on this side.
Yeah. What's something that you wish you would have known when you were in high school or like going out of high school?
Something that I wish right out of high school?
Yeah, that you know now.
I didn't mention this earlier, but my relationship with Christ definitely enabled me to muster up the courage to do the things that I do now. At the end of the day, I think prayer and fasting really helps me focus on what I want to do with my life and the person that I become. You gotta do some soul searching for that kind of stuff, you know? Like, know yourself and know what motivates you before you jump into anything that's possibly permanent, you know? If something that's big commitment scares you, find out what motivates you. Find out why it is that you're doing the things you're doing. Where do you want to be? Who do you want to be? And just lean on that. Lean on your beliefs, man, and help that motivate you to be the person you want to become. Because no one's going to take the step for you, so you might as well take it.
It's really good.
Type shit.
Thank you all so much for listening / watching. If you liked it, please give it a like or follow or subscribe. And if you guys have anything that you would like me to talk about, please write it in the comments down below and I can look it up and we can talk about it. And It was nice seeing you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.